celery.
Dyer's ban.
Lena.
Okay. Now it swings back in the other direction. Lena can throw the Laguna Blade out on duels. Having said that, if you catch a Lena, she's not the tankiest hero. If you get a Blade Mail as well, it makes it hard for her to throw that Laguna Blade out without being messed with in the middle of a duel.
5 seconds.
Sorry, no, she can't throw the Laguna. You know what I mean, though. Nemiga, what do they need? They need a carry. They need a good carry. You know what we've not seen today? Juggernaut.
Radiance ban.
Now they ban out the Venomancer. Venomancer is something being talked about at the minute. As a core position in a very advanced Ether 201 core position, just because of the changes to Spirit Vessel and Skadi. It's one of those that you look at and you think, it might do well, but when you actually see it play and you see the effect that the Venomancer has with all his kind of damage over times and the Skadi and everything like that, and you think, Jesus Christ, how strong is this actually? So, last pick here by Nemiga. For the carry, I don't see this being a position 1 Legion Commander. That's kind of... I don't think she comes online. Like, if you get the duel, she kind of comes online late game. But you don't really need to force her into the slot 1.
Radiant's pick. Dyer's pick.
I speak for the trees.
Okay. Alright. Yeah, I kind of get this. Nature's Prophet with the split push, it's... There's a Sprout as well. Again, if you can kind of create a barrier between the LC and the Duelist, a decent amount of burst. If they're running this as the POS 5 or POS 4, I've seen Nature Prophet POS 4 that get like a 20-minute Orchid. Because they can just push down towers quickly, they can take jungle camps in between supporting really easily. Obviously with those trains. And it just transitions really quickly into a core that's buying wards and ganking and being really effective around the map.
Faceless Void. Time to pick some of these folks.
This should be better. Nefrit on the Faceless Void should be able to do a decent amount of fighty, right-clicky, you know, just pure on power. Faceless Void is great at the minute. It's going to be good for... I mean, if you can get the Chronosphere off, catch 2 or 3 heroes out with the Exorcism going. Pugnus, Netherblasts, Crypt Swarms, and again, the kind of same thing that I was talking about with the duel.
10 seconds to go.
You have the burst here on Nemiga to really be effective in fights. You have the push potential with the Death Prophet, control here with the Faceless Void, the Grimstroke, as well as the Pugna with the Crepify. It's fairly... I like this lineup from Nemiga. I think ViKiN GG... It's going to be Toby, so it's going to be the off-lane Nature's Prophet. as opposed to the position 4, which is Aramis is running on the clockwork. Celery on the Keeper, alright. Shad on the Bristleback, so it is going to be the pos 1 Bristleback, and Boom on the Lena up against Meloduel on the Death Prophet. I think Chosen One might not have a great time in lane, but I think it's going to be, once he hits that level 6, it's going to be a lot easier to pick up these dual wins. You know, like, because you look at it and you think, well, yeah, okay, up against the Bristleback in lane, but then once he starts to move around, like I say, the Death Prophet, the Grimstroke, the Pugna all start to contribute to his dual wins. It shouldn't be as hard for him. You know, he doesn't have to panic and think, oh god, I need a first item Blade Mail. He might still go Blade Mail, but it means he doesn't have to commit to that because there's other avenues of damage, quick damage coming out. I am actually very interested to see this mid lane lineup though.
You're only making it worse.
Tips are there.
You die. Yet your fate lives on.
Okay, those are some nice treants. But what are they doing? I guess maybe trying to play vision just in case anybody comes up here to plant a ward. Because as a laner, you do tend to play back on your half of the map. You know, just try and deny vision coming because you have a decent attack range. The animation isn't great, but you have the attack range, you know, and you can throw out your Dragon Slaves.
30 seconds.
Once again, Nefrit and Aramis just playing a game of chicken, it looks like. So let's see how this is going to go. It's going to be Chosen One and Astral. Well, Shad's going to steal it back, but this might keep him, well, it's still 8 seconds, so there's still definitely time to get into the River for the Rune, if this is what you want to contest.
And they're off.
Astral's not picked up anything just yet, but it is just going to be a standard 2 for 2. Bottom trades for top. So mid lane, I do want to see how this plays. Meloduel going straight for the Crypt Swarm, and Boom not skilled anything up just yet. Both can play back, both have a decent wave clear. Obviously the Dragon Slave here for the Lena. As Lena goes, just messing up some last hits. Yeah, Dragon Slave comes out. Oh, trying to go for the denies. Actually messing up Death Prophet on the last hits here. Just timing them a little bit wrong. Actually, what's the 65 to about 66? Huh. So about the same level of damage, you know, give or take. But Meloduel is just maybe not as confident on the Death Prophet last hitting as Boom is on the Lena. Chosen One's going to take a lot of harass. Yeah, this is something he needs to be worried about. Oh, not worried, but just, you know, aware of these quill sprays. Top lane Nefrit's going to be taking a lot of damage from the Treants, the Nature's Prophet, as well as the creeps. Did have the time walk, but didn't actually want to throw it out. More Treants going to be spawned.
I thank you.
How is this going? 5, okay. Meloduel. He's pulling the creeps around. Just keeping them on his side of the map. You know, he's got a little bit more confidence than the last hit, and maybe. Still getting a couple of denies here, though, Boom. And Boom actually went for the 1 point, the 2 points into Dragon Slave, 1 point into the Fiery Souls. It's I don't know. Yeah, it's a standard build. I maybe thought they might take a point into the Light Strike Array, just to try and mess with Meloduel. Oh, be careful about dropping your items there, Boom. You don't want to get kyled. As Fervian and Aramis just contesting these pulls. Aramis, again, he's got the boots, so he is a little bit faster, 360 to the 290 of Grimstroke, as well as the battery assault, so Fervian does really need to be careful and aware about keeping his distance. Now the water is going to be coming back up. Shad, though, he'll never run out of mana, just because of the chakra magic coming through from Solari. Oh, Chosen One's actually getting pretty down low. He needs to back himself up, wait for these to tick down. Shot. The blast comes through, but he's got his point into the bristleback, and all he needs to do is just turn his back. Astral, only 1 point to that nether blast. Not the strongest damage in the world. And again, Astral just needs to be careful about the quills. Got himself the nether water in the next couple of seconds, and how's this going for Aramis? These pulls keep coming out, and I guess he's using the treants to farm. Instead of, I don't know, because is he pulling the creeps across? I don't think this is blocked, so he's not able to pull the creeps across.
This is ours.
Aramis, where's he going to go with this? Does he want to try and make a move onto Meljewel in the mid lane? Again, oh, LSA is up now. How are the cogs looking? Cogs are there.
Can't do nothing about dire structures right now.
Meljewel. There is a ward here, though it doesn't spot the clockwork out. A spot lane. Chosen One. Being quilled up. Actually not got a point into the press the attack just yet. Meljewel. Still, again, this ward is going to be great. The smoke. Okay, Aramis.
No, you don't.
Do they have the setup though? Because Boom doesn't have a lot of mana. Doesn't actually have the mana for both spells, so Aramis is going to be spotted. Meljewel. Yeah, the creep's pushing in towards the tier 1 tower anyway. Just going to back himself up, play it safe. Bottom lane, they might be going on to Celery here. Celery, is there going to be a blast? It's 2 points into the blast, but the blast... No, not going to be using that. Going back to the top lane. How's Nefrit doing in terms of last hits? 13? Oof. Yeah, Toby looks like he is loving these denies. 16 and 14 in terms of denies and last hits. Boom with the bottle. Gets himself at least one bounty rune.
Radiant's mid tower could use a hand.
Yeah, 3 go the way. Oh, okay. Chosen One's just going to try and cut the wave. This makes sense when you're not taking points into the press of the attack. You're just going straight for the moment of courage. Just trying to find your farm, find your quick 6.
My horse says nay, and so do I.
Astral comes in. He's going to be doing a little bit of damage here to Solari. But... yeah, okay, Shad can just keep pulling. I suppose they've got to look for the block here, maybe. Mid lane. He's still hanging around here, Aramis. Doesn't have the sentry. Meljewel's still going to be coming forward, even though the Aramis was spotted out. Exorcism's going to be popped. It looks like the cogs are going to be there now as well. Astral wants to come in. But Aramis pops the haste. And Meljewel, Exorcism's up, but he doesn't have the creep wave to push in. I guess just going to go into the jungle to farm. Has Chosen One halfway to... well, most of the way to level 6. He goes for the TP back to lane. Aramis comes in. Not going to... if the battery assault was a second earlier, just a second earlier, this ward, MVP so far. Chosen One sees the stack though. He's got to point into the press of the attack. Oh, is Celery going to go for it? Doesn't actually have the Illuminate. Mischance comes through. So Chosen's going to soak a little bit of XP, but Celery's going to be doing the one doing the farming. And Shad. How's he looking in terms of last hits? 55 towards the 21, 22, sorry, of the Faceless Void. And the net worth there as well. He's nearly, well, not double, but he's a good 1,000 gold ahead. Top lane, they're making a move. Toby, he's going to be ink swelled up now. And Nefrit, he might be able to, well, not farm creeps, but farm heroes. Toby, one more bash. He's going to be slowed down the stroke of fate. And it's going to be the blinding light. Celery with a clutch TP. Now the Sprout as well. Are they going to be able to turn on to Fervian here? This could be... It's not going to be First Blood. They're both going to be harassed, it looks like, but both going to be safe. As Nefrit only has level 5. Maybe another Inkswell, though. Is this going to be it? One more right click. The Inkswell comes off Fervian. No, just the First Blood. No speech, you giant edgelord. No. Bottom lane, the press attack comes out, and Astral's going to get himself through these cogs. Now, it might still be going down. With the Crepify, though, it looks like Astral might be able to run himself away. The body blocks him for the chosen one as well. So, Aramis, he was close, but close only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades. As Pugna is able to get himself away and heal himself up. Maybe if Toby was to go for a TP, maybe around this area. No? Okay. That's fine. Elsie has the 6 now as well. This time went for the phase boots. Oh, might find Clockwork here. Meljule does have the drain as well. Oh, it might actually be Meljule that gets found here. Cogs are going to be dropped. LSA comes through Chronosphere though now as well. It looks like Celery with a blinding light. They're going to push back, but is it going to be a response? Chosen one. Maybe he gets a duel underneath the tower though. He's going to be LSA'd up himself. Finished off. And Shad wants to chase. Nefrit does have the time walk though.
The Dire might want to mine their top tower.
Astral only level 4. Astral needs to be careful here. Decrepify comes, but he can still spray those quills. Rocket Flare now as well.
Dire's top tower's getting beat down.
Mid, Boom's just going to take the creeps away from Death Prophet now as well. Do the reset. There's going to be a Stroke of Fate that comes through onto 2 heroes, but the LSA is going to be there. Exorcism is going to be popped, but inside though, Cogs, he gets forced out of them. He's got the Spirit Siphon now as well onto Aramis. Are they going to be able to get a duel off? It comes out onto the Lena now as well. Crypt Swarm, it might be a win. It should be. Oh, it was just... Oh. I don't know if he had the Crypt Swarm off cooldown. I don't think he did. But anything, even a small gust of wind there, would have been enough to find the kill, find the dual win on Chosen.
Structures for now.
So Chosen, he's actually going to go back. It looks like he does want that Blade Mail, and at this point, yeah, because if he had the Blade Mail there, that would have been a win. But I like the phase boots over the power treads.
Dire's mid tower could use a little help.
That's for me.
I think the extra damage as well as the extra armor is just extremely useful. The move speed as well, so you can close the gap to get the duels off before you get your Blink Dagger. As Nefrit's going to be going square with Shad, but Shad, yeah, time walks himself away. Oh, the courier. Blinding Light comes up, pushes himself away. It probably wouldn't have been, because he needs 3 attacks, I think, from Astral there to finish that courier. Chosen. Yeah, this is a good matchup here up against the Nature's Prophet. Even if you don't kill the Nature's Prophet, you just have the overwhelming odds to force out the trains to either back or stay and farm them. Aramis is going hunting. He's going for the deep wards. What's the vision looking like on the Radiant here now? Did he just see Grimstroke? He is 6. The Flare's going to be off the mark though, so the hook, it's going to be a blind one if he wants to throw it, but Fervian's getting himself through the trees. This ward, it might just spot him coming back into vision, but I don't think Aramis wants to dive into tier 2 tower. Not at level 6.
Dire's bottom tower's getting the business.
That's in. That is... Okay, maybe it's not. Maybe it's not.
Guess what's happening to Dire's bottom tower?
Mid lane.
Dire just couldn't save that bottom tower.
A little bit of net worth to catch up on here, Meljule. But again, the power doesn't come from... Oh, I suppose it does come from the kill potential. Power always comes from kill potential. But the extra potential for push power and the Roshan power that you have.
Radiant's top tower's taking hits.
Toby, did he see him? Oh, I suppose he do with the creeps. They're looking for Grimstroke though. Fervy and Shad is going to be here. He has the Soulbind.
Tell me someone saw that.
Anything to set up on Toby? It doesn't look like it. A Yule Scepter would have been really nice there. Which is what Death Prophet's going towards. Smoke comes out. There's a Chronosphere available. But Keeper's sitting behind. There's going to be a Chronosphere up. The Blinding Light maybe. Exorcism will come out now as well. The Necrophos going to be dropping... Sorry, Necrophos. The Netherward going to be dropped now as well. Will-O-Wisp does come out. It's going to be an LSA on top of the Death Prophet. Death Prophet, is he going to be able to survive through this as well? It's going to be the reverse suck there from Astral now as well. Soulbind, Chosen One. There is no duel just yet. But they do take down 2. Someone building a Spirit Vessel here now as well. Astral again with the drain here, but Shad had his back turned, 4 points into the Bristleback. Barely any damage.
Radiant's top tower's
The hook point blank onto Astral now as well. The TP in from the Nature's Prophet. Astral. Decrepify comes out, but the damage is going to be there from Aramis.
I keep my enemies close, and their corpses closer.
And ViKiN,
Dire's mid
they are starting to group up. They think they have the better fight potential at the minute, which, to be fair,
Radiant's top tower's
they are kind of showing that they can at least...
Invisibility.
I mean, that fight in the river wasn't great. But for the pick-off potential, the rotations on a Lena, a Clockwork, and a Nature's Prophet, yeah, Chosen's just out.
ain't a pretty sight right now.
Did Toby pop a drum charge? He did.
Dire's top towers, you know the drill.
Okay, so LC not too far off Blade Mail. Tier 1 tower is going to be pushed down, but meanwhile that's Melodule on the bottom lane. So Fortification is going to be used by the Die here now as well. Until that Exorcism comes out or LC moves down to help out, just the right click from Melodule onto a Tier 1 tower. It is going to be a slow job. It's going to be the same as the Bristleback really on the top, though Bristleback does nearly have this Tier 1 tower down. Oh, they found out Astral once again. Astral's going to try and get himself away from this. The Decrepify comes out and blast on top of himself.
Worked you over good.
But Pugna. Poor Pugna. Faceless Void going towards that Mask of Madness. Exorcism is up here. And the Yule Scepter nearly finished. In fact, how much gold is that? Another 500 gold away.
Trouble brewing at Radiant's bottom tower.
But yeah, Melodule just going to hold the Exorcism for now because this tower will go down. Just with Chosen One and Melodule right clicking it.
Radiant lost one of them bottom towers.
Does Shad want to carry on going here? Aramis to back him up. Stellary.
Top towers getting beat down. No breaking down the Radiant structures like this.
Is, yeah, 4 heroes and Nature's Prophet obviously being able to TP.
Towers, you know the drill.
If they want to trade, Exorcism still there. Fortification is down for both teams. If they want to go for this, they really probably do need to commit the Exorcism right now. Unless you want to try and commit an Exorcism for a tier 3.
Dire's mid tower could use a little help.
Tier 2 did fall here though.
The Dire might want to
And Chad, again, look at it. It's all 3 cores on the side of ViKiN. Top of the net worth. And I know it happens every so often, but it's still, you've got to look at how far ahead. Like the Death Prophet, 1,000 gold behind. Like, Faceless Void is 3,000 behind the Bristle. And it's not like he has that many kills or anything like that. Faceless Void just kind of... he has nearly half the last hits of the Bristleback.
Radiant's bottom towers seem better
Ooh,
days.
they might be able to go for something here. Astral's going to be there, though. Are they going to be able to get off a duel? They're not going to be able to get off a duel because of those cogs. The Will-O-Wisp comes out now as well. It's going to be a decent Chronosphere, catching 3. But where's the follow-up damage on top of this? The Exorcism is going to be popped there as well as the Crypt Swarm. I think they're finally going to be able to get in on the duel. But the Crapify, it's not actually going to be enough. The duel wears off. They still take down Shad.
Radiant's bottom tower ain't a pretty sight right bottom now. Tower's done for.
And Exorcism.
Wanna mine their top
It's
tower.
about halfway through. They could step up onto this tier 3 tower and maybe get about half its health down if they wanted to.
Radiant's bottom tower seem better
Excuse
days.
me, with the Nether Blast, they might actually be able to take this tier 3 tower down. Exorcism is going to be wearing off, but the Nether Blasts, how many points? Just 3.
Radiant's mid tower's getting banged up.
Toby is pottering about. He's going to be spotted off by Chosen One. Chosen One just keeps running. The hook comes through. Oh, Pugner. Poor Pugner. Always seems to be you, don't it, mate?
Boom, there it goes.
Yeah, and Chosen did the right thing, though, just getting himself out. Aramis. Spirit Vessel's nice. I talked about it last game on the LC with the press the attack, but it's really going to benefit up against the Death Prophet. The Death Prophet healing off with the Spirit Siphon, the Exorcism when that comes back to him as well. If he's in range of this Spirit Vessel, when it comes up here for the Clockwork in another, what's that, 1300 gold? Even the Roshan being done uncontested here. Nemiga don't really have any vision around here. You can see the closest is just the creeps in the mid lane. They do have... Oh, Chronosphere, yeah, 40 seconds. It's a really long one, actually. What's the Exorcism? 145. Chronosphere, 160. LC, Chosen, we've talked about this. You can't hang around for this long. LSA comes over the top. Dragon Slave's going to be there now as well. Laguna Blade committed. Blade Mail, but it doesn't really matter. Wrong side of the map. You had...
Regeneration.
You spotted out here by this ward. You had no idea. Like, this Observer ward does not make you safe. So Aramis, the hook's going to come through, but Aramis, I think he's not getting away this time. And Pugna goes, revenge! I don't know how to do it in skeleton voice, so you'll just have to deal with that voice. What is this? A dragon scale? Whose dragon scale is this? Ooh, it's the Radiance. Did you find the kill into Fervian? Sorry, I'm obsessing about this dragon scale, and there's a kill going on. Toby? Pick it up! What do the...
I'll take that.
Finders, keepers.
Rocket Flow comes through. There's going to be a scan. If they can get... Oh, the Treants. This is the clue. But no Blink Dagger for the Legion Commander, so it looks like Toby's just going to be able to TP himself away into mid lane. You've got to... Oh, Pugna. Like, at this point, you're just bullying the poor child. The poor skeleton child.
Hope the Dire weren't partial to that mid tower.
Chosen is going to be able to get himself back. Just safely. Again, start to go towards that Blink Dagger. It's a bit of a shame, 21 minutes in, you don't have any dual damage. But 600 gold, you're going to have yourself a Blink. And those Treants, just going to be a present left behind. Nephrit needs to be careful here. He's going towards that Maelstrom. Again, net worth wise, it's such a... I mean, you look at the last hits. Again, still about 50 behind. And sitting in the trees like this isn't going to get you last hits. You need to be playing in this triangle, maybe somewhere safe. If they can ward up these entrances, or even on your side of the jungle, just so you can get some good free farm. Because sitting in the trees like that, you know, it's not good. It's no Gucci. Oh, we're going to get a pause. He's disconnected. Maybe that's why he wasn't farming. But they're going to wrap around here. Clockwork. What's that? 600 off the spirit... 700 off the spirit vessel? No, about 600. Yeah. Death Prophet going for BKB. Really needs this. As Astral. He just... He doesn't want to die anymore. Like, he doesn't need items. He doesn't need... He just needs to not die. The poor child. How's Prophet doing? Prophet's got himself the Orchid. That's going to be really nice. Going towards the Nullifier here now as well. Being able to... I mean, what? Blade Mail, I guess? Oh, something like the Force Staff. Is there any more Force Staff? Eel Scepter would be good there as well. Stopping the BKBs. They're using Faceless Void as bait here now as well. And you can see the bot lines being drawn. Lena say go straight for him if we can get the hook.
What's with all the scribbling?
So yeah, both teams can't see each other. But both teams thinking, you know what, we can take a fight here. We can find a pick-off.
Alright, carry on.
Oh, the Flirt's going to see at least the LC. Yeah, Yule Scepter. That's not Death Prophet's Yule Scepter now as well, but the press of the attack comes out. Hook is going to actually miss now the silence from that Phantom. I think to try and do anything with this. The Will-O-Wisp, the Exorcism has been popped. Spirit Siphons now as well. Meljo is trying to keep himself alive, but the Lugan Blade comes out. And now Alina caught up in the Chronosphere. Are they going to be able to kill that off? They are going to be able to pop that Aegis coming through now. It looks like can they get another kill? LC's dead, so no duel for him. Astral, he's trying to keep himself alive. The Drain, though, they're going to be able to find themselves 3. Is it going to be 4? It looks like it's going to be 4. It is definitely 4.
3 down.
And Faceless just left. Yeah, they popped the Aegis. But you lost 4. And you're probably going to lose a tier 2 tower now.
Dire's mid-tower won't last much longer. Them Dire buildings are tough as nails for now. Guess what's happening to Dire's bottom tower?
So this tier 2 tower, boom.
The
Just going to carry on. And look at this, he's got his Aether Lens, he's going towards his Ags. Change it to pure. Going to throw it out. Through BKBs. And at a distance because he's already got the Aether Lens. LC's just not had a great time. I think the better option, even if it neutered the Faceless Void, you put the LC up against the Nature's Prophet. Still time to recover. Obviously, a couple of duels were so close, like things like the Decrepify being up so he can't do the damage. Before the Blade Mail was up there as well. Zaramis does have the Spirit Vessel. Is he gonna... He's not gonna go for a hook here. He doesn't have the rest of his team with him. There's no way he's... Yeah. He's just trying to push the lane back in, keep it pushed in. It looks like Roshan, again, another 2 minutes at least before we find the final timer.
Coming in.
Shad.
The seeds of fortune.
He's just going straight for an Abyssal. I kind of like this, actually. Again, it helps with the kite. Though Shad's actually just been alright in terms of not being kited. Mindbreaker. Let's compare. Well, Grimstroke, I mean, how's he doing compared to the Call? I've not actually looked at the Call in a while. He's got himself the Glimmer Cape, regen boots, even the Dragon Scale, so he was the one to take this Dragon Scale. Lina with the Arcane rune. No Arcana. Just normal her. So 12-9, and again, both teams have been extremely cautious because this is the final game of the best of 3. You don't want to give up too many easy kills, too many soft ganks or anything like this. Like Aramis, he's invis, there is a ward. Duel comes out. Yeah, this should actually be... Is it going to be in time? Yep. Chosen one. Picks up his first duel. So yeah, that was a bit of a dodgy one. I suppose he was just doing... I mean, does he have the wards? He does have sentries, so maybe trying to do a little bit of dewarding. A little bit more confident because obviously he was invis.
More fuel for my fire.
Like, no hate. I've done that plenty of times. Loads of people have done that plenty of times. You know, you think you're invis, you think you're safe. You just have to be careful when you're on your own on the other side of the map. Aghanim's up for Lina, so that's actually a really quick Aghanim's. 27 minutes in. With the Aether Lens and the Yule Scepter there as well. Going for the boost of travel. I say quick, probably not. 27 minutes in, but it just feels quick. Aramis, are you going to give a repeat for performance here? No, he's being backed up by his team. This is fine. You two, yeah, you want to leave. You definitely want to leave here. Prophet, how's he doing? He's got himself a halberd. That's actually really nice to counter the LC, counter the Faceless Void inside the Chronosphere when he pops that. If, you know, depending on what ultimate comes out first, just being able to stop them from right-clicking, stop them from getting the benefit, it's really powerful, and he's just going to go for the Bloodthorn here now as well. Obviously for the attack speed, the added crits. Wait, does it crit since he took away the Crystallis? Yeah, so 100% chance to crit. Oh, Yule Scepter comes out. Where's the sentry? Actually, Chosen One's just going to run himself away. The Soulbind now comes through. Doesn't actually hit onto anything. Aramis now, they are going to be able to kill off Fervian. And it looks like the buyback. So yes, he's going to come straight for this buyback. Chosen One just trying to dodge and juke himself, but the Laguna Blade cuts through him now as well. And Toby's already used that Heaven's Halberd now as well. Meloju's going to be Yule Sceptered up into the air. Still using that Spirit Siphon onto Boom, but there's going to be an LSA now as well. The reverse drain. It's not going to be enough. As Faceless Void just needs to TP himself away. Anything to cancel that. No blind hook. TP forward though, Toby. They're going to be able to find themselves another Pugna kill.
Burn, baby, burn.
And boom. This Laguna Blade's going to come up by the time they're pushing up. In fact, it's going to be up before the Death Prophet's back up. Just about the same time that the LC is back up. And you want to go through the backdoor protection here. They do have the creeps now pushing in. Fortification's going to be used.
Dire's mid tower's having technical difficulties. Dire's mid tower's nothing now. Dire's mid rags is getting swamped.
Okay, quick pause. Faceless Void, I assume he's getting a little bit more lag. No puppy pauses here. No strat pauses.
Alright, carry on.
As this ranged Rax is going to be pressured after the melee Rax. And Shad, he's not scared of standing here, just taking it down.
The Dire's mid rags. It's gone.
There it goes.
I suppose the armor and the HP regen's nice for the Keeper of the Light. And all of the destruction's already there for Bristleback. Speaking of, they're going to come in and just absolutely destroy Roshan, it looks like. Has the full Bloodthorn up now as well. Just look at how fast this Roshan is going to go down. With the Nasal Goo, just with the Orb of Destruction, mana armor reduction.
Immortality.
So Shad, He's close to the Abyssal. He's so close to the Abyssal. In fact, with the bouncy runes. Oh, the TP onto Chosen. Is he going to... He does steal it. He's going to go for the TP, but Toby has a lot of damage here now as well. The TP's going to get him back. Keep him alive. Shad, does he have it? No? Is this his courier? Yes! So Abyssal up for the Bristle, so we get the Bristle back. Nefrit is going to try and get in position for a good Chronosphere. It is up in 12 seconds, so they do need to delay. But if they can backstab this and grab like 2 or 3 ViKiN inside a Chronosphere, that's going to be really nice for them.
Radiant structures must have been fortified.
Oh, he's spotted there by the Dragon Slave. The Chronosphere comes out, but it's going to be onto Shad. There's going to be the Soulbind, but there's nobody else going to be coming in. The Drain now as well. Is it going to be enough? And Astral will be able to kill off Toby now. It looks like the Soulbind, it's still going to go, but it is going to wear off now. The duel comes through, and it's just going to wear off now. Shad, he's trying not to Chosen One. He's going to be able to find the kill. Maybe one more. And he does get those quills off. Yule Scepter up. There should be a time walk.
Dire's mid tower could use a little help.
But do they want to carry on going here? A Bristle jumps forward now. He's going to be able to get the LSA with the help of Boom. Gets the kill onto Astral. And Astral will buy back this Exorcism. It's going to be coming out. And now... Do they get themselves another tier 3 tower? There's going to be the Repair Kit. It's about halfway through. And this is kind of a slowly but surely from ViKiN. Looks like this is going to be a second lane of Rocks uncontested. They don't have a tier 2. As tier 3 is open. And once Nature's Prophet's back up, 8 seconds. He's just going to be able to TP back in. Oh, they're going to try and go for this. Yule Scepter's going to be there. It's going to be there on time. LSA was. But press the attack will purge that stun. And here comes the Prophet now as well. Here comes both Prophets, actually. The LSA does actually hit onto the Death Prophet now. And so the Wrath of Nature comes through. The duel's going to be there. Is there going to be enough damage, though? It looks like there might just be. It just wears off. They do still get the kill onto Toby, and Toby's down for 75 seconds. Shad, Laguna Blade. Oh, Astral. And the Rocket Flow was off the mark. Shad's looking pretty unkillable, though. So, Clock, just going to help keep this lane pushed in. He's going to go for his Ags, which is great. Like, I know I got the change, so it's not just on the hook anymore. It's that overclocking, which resets the abilities, grabs a moment of move speed, attack speed for the duration, and then gets stunned afterwards. But, like, if you pop that, if you pop all your abilities, and then you pop that, and you pop all your abilities again, pretty much if you're still alive and the enemies are still alive and you get stunned, then you're gonna die anyway. Like, it means you haven't won that fight. Being able to pop that Agnim's, the overclocking, is pretty much yeah, we're gonna win this fight or I'm gonna die.
The Dire's courier took a trip to the...
Oh, the Laguna Blade comes through. Melody, there's going to be the reverse drain now as well, but the hook, that's going to be the Cogs, force that forward now as well. Duel comes out. I think he's still going to be able to get anything out of this. The Blade Mail, the Chronosphere, though, the duel's going to be wearing off now as well, but Melody, he's going to go for the Spirit Siphon. They're going to be able to take down Toby once again, but Chad, he's just going to be coming forward. He's going to be popping those Quill Sprays. It looks once that, excuse me, I can't even remember the name of the spell. The Crepify, once that wears off. Oh... Nefrit jumps forward once again with the Inkswell. They're going to try and go on to Boom. The Exorcism is still doing work. Aramis, there's going to be another LSA with the Dragon Slave now as well, but he's going to be able to time walk himself over to Boom. Yule Scepter, it's going to keep Boom safe with the Glimmer Cape. And they are running away. Aramis is getting pretty darn low. Are they going to be able to finish this one? It looks like he's going to be trying to turn himself around. The Drain, but Shad, he turns around with the Abyssal Blade and gets the kill onto Pugna. Chase is on Celery underneath the sentry. This is Shad's just going mad. hook right point blank onto the Chosen One. And he's going to be killed off. Blade Mail will not save his life. Nefrit's going to go for the TP. Anything to cancel this? There's nothing. As the silence was there onto Boom. But again, 3 heroes dead. Buyback has to come through from the LC. Nature's Prophet, Toby's back up in 7 seconds. And this Bristleback is an absolute beast. Abyssal Blade onto the Death Prophet. Are they going to be able to do the hook come through now as well? The Laguna Blade not used just yet. Duel is going to be there. LSA was used to kill off the Death Prophet. You'll set it up into the air. There's going to be another LSA if he wants to throw it out. Doesn't really matter because he's going to be a blink forward. Laguna Blade. GG. Grimstroke probably not going to be able to defend this all on his lonesome. And unfortunately, Nemiga, after having a great first game, just couldn't keep up pace with ViKiN. 25-14, 36 minutes in, they do go all the way to a best of 3 3-game series, but in the end ViKiN was just the superior team. And Nemiga, unfortunately, will drop out here. ViKiN move on to play tomorrow. But for now, guys, that has been the day. It has been a long day. We've been going now for how long? Nearly 10 hours. So, I hope you've enjoyed it. I know I have. I know I got a little impatient that last game with Nemiga. So, hopefully they can forgive me for that. But, for now, I am going to say goodnight, goodbye. I'll see you tomorrow when we get through to the lower bracket round 4. Which is ViKiN versus... Right, let's take a look. I think it's ViKiN versus Empire Hope. Yeah, ViKiN versus Empire Hope. And then the winner of that will play up against Aggressive Mode in the lower bracket finals tomorrow. And then obviously the grand final best of 5 will be happening on Sunday. So come back for that. But for now, guys, I hope you enjoyed it and I will see you tomorrow.